Lynn? Lynn? Lynn, look. You're on movies.
She's making movies.
What are you doing? This is our home for the night, huh? I want to show these to Nana this
2
weekend.
more nights. We're sleeping here 2 more nights. 1, 2.
David, get in the picture.
1, 2.
David, get in the picture.
Because we had to sleep here tomorrow night. And then, wait, tonight.
Who's down there? Mandy, are you down there?
1.
What are you doing down there, Mandy?
Looking at the butt.
Where's Kevin?
I'm asleep.
Ah, there he is. Ah, upside down though.
I want to see if he's upside down.
Well, when we take the movie home and look at it on our television, then you can see him upside down. Can you say goodnight?
Good night.
What time is it?
10 o'clock.
Well,
10 o'clock.
it's 12 o'clock if we were at home, but it's 10 o'clock in California.
It's a good time.
But not here. Hey, Mommy, get me again.
One more time.
Wait, not yet.
It's like your husband changed.
Stop.
David, smile.
And I'm going to erase the entire movie.
Who's eating breakfast on? What morning is this? Today's what, Saturday?
Yeah. Daddy, where could I get rid of the jack? Because I hate the jack.
Say good morning, Stephanie.
Oh, it's nice to see a smile on that sweet face.
Can I have a coconut bar, Mom?
Yes, it's in the freezer.
Stay up, Amber. I want to take.
Huh? Did you sleep good, or did the wind and everything wake you up?
What's that?
Look at Grandpa trying to fly that kite.
You can't see. You're looking right at it. Right on there. Look, there.
Look at the beards on those palm trees.
Coyote. You can't talk. Coyote. Coyote. What's a coyote? You don't even know how to say it. Coyote.
You know if we flip the deck
That
on
mountain is bigger than.
Yeah, that will be late. That will be late. It's hard buff too. You got the same as your father. Matter of fact, they saw ours. No, it's a Chevy, but same thing. They saw ours and flew over it. I didn't get to tell them, but we should learn.
Where's Tina? She's sleeping too?
Where's Tina? Amber, where's Tina? Let's see what's up there. Almost.
Daddy, can you get me down there? Come the night doors. You can 1,000.
Everybody sit. Next to
Come on, Hunter!
On the day of his birth,
Hurry up, go on and jump, Kevin. David, David, help him. Hurry up, Kevin.
I got it.
Go ahead, jump in.
Hang on.
Come on, jump in.
He can't hang on.
I can't hang on. It's going. Come on.
What are you doing, Mandy? Good job.
The fire ants.
Look at that sky and the mountains behind us. Isn't that pretty?
Mommy, look at the sunshine on the mountains.
Look at the sun shining through the clouds. Kevin.
Me.
What, Mandy?
You're a random one.
Look at those.
Those
What are those?
Just my two dogs.
So it's just German Shepherd.
Look at the little kids there. Motorbikes.
So the Oasis is on Highway 10, right?
Daddy, do you think you're so...
The Oasis Water Park.
Yep.
What street is the Oasis Park on?
Gene Autry.
What are you guys doing?
Taking a bath. Taking a dude. Yeah, dude. Look at my face. Look at our face. I'm sticking out my tongue. Kevin, look it. I'm sticking out my tongue. And I'm on. Come up here. No, it's when I found.
Which ones?
I found the biggest guy. I found this guy. But I found the biggest.
Those are cute, Mandy.
And I found this one. Wait, there's another guy. Look at another guy. Come on. Another guy. See, isn't this guy big? I found him on the tree. Let me follow me. And it's pretty sticky. Sticks all over the place. But it hurt? No. No, this is the tree. They were so good. So squeeze the neck like she did.
So Jennifer, are you all done skating for a while?
Jennifer, what's my birthday?
Look at, there's your step.
California, I'm gonna go compete again.
Oh, you just what? What?
Nana's not afraid to touch it. Nana walked right up to him and put her hands on it.
Jennifer, that is so neat. I'm glad you brought him over. Thanks for sharing him with us.
believe it's real.
Evil spirits away, man.
Anyone,
Keep me awake.
Jennifer.
a man just poos out its face. Amanda, what? I know someone whose name is Samantha. That's a girl. What?
You curled your hair?
Did you try sucking it in your ear so you feel nice and tight around your face? That mask is just too big for you.
Ow, you're pulling my hair. A dead bug.
There's a dead bug?
Yes. I'm gonna fly to the way top. Mommy, that's the good. I tell you, that hotel, that area. Out of water.
Stop wasting water. Jared, stop wasting water.
David. Or Elliot. Hi, Mandy.
Mark a miracle, you Lisa.
Jennifer, want to play water tag? Play tag in water. Good. I'll be it first. No, I'm not playing. No, flashing around your head. Look at you swim. Come with your kids. We got driver, baby. No, I'm a monster and she's the person trying to get away.
You're a monster, all right.
No, you gotta try to get away with her ball. I'm trying to get her.
You're scaring her. Yeah, I got it.
Why? Please.
Okay. Wait. Come here, Miss Oreo.
Stain her.
David.
Stain her. Let the sand stain her. Mom.
Look up, Mandy.
Mom.
What, Mandy?
Let the sand stain her.
Yes, it would.
Don't miss any of this.
What's your mom doing? Is she changing her clothes in broad daylight on the other side of a towel?
Quickly! Take the towel, Nana.
Mommy, come here. Lisa, you missed the best.
She's filming it now.
Did you get a picture of...
You should have a hose or something with you to wash the sun off them.
They do have. Smile! Who said smiling? Did you wash your bodies with soap?
Yeah.
I did it.
Good girl. Did you, Mandy? Well, you better use
What? I'm going to steal your movies, get my kids too, and I'm going to tape them on to my tape when you get done. We're dragging two. Right, dragging two movie cameras with us. I'm going to need a box. That's a wreath, not a Ese abre la cola. Hay uno grande, yo creo que sí es el que no se deja.
That's a torch.
Oh, we got a lot of ladies out there. All right, ladies, just for you. Those hits keep on coming.
Of them.
No, I don't.
Okay. You stuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, there she goes. There she goes. There you are. Now what are you going to do?
Slide down.
Let's see.
We're not taking it.
That's why I don't do that. But in this bright, sunny, beautiful California weather,
Then we can put this over here. And then if you just work the three things in. No.
Kevin.
Or next time if no one. Ready, set, go. I just want to swim around. I want to see. You have to go down to the bottom of the pool and see it. It's so
Oh my, she left right up there.
This color. Hi, Nana. In love. Mommy, enough movies. Mommy, what a great picture of rain. I'm zooming in on that face, Jennifer. Do it again. So the whole family can see it. Turn around. Come on, give me that face you just did. Oh, come on, Jennifer. You can do better than that.
Be quiet. Daddy, watch it. Wait,
There's the movie camera.
Watch out.
Where are they all? Where's... Matthew and Sari aren't with us, are they?
No.
They sat down there to eat.
Where is
Take the other hand.
Yeah, she's up at the fence.
Okay, Ariel's turn. Ariel ain't mine.
Yeah, no. I want to get a picture of
Do I get Jared up there?
No, then.
You got some upside, man.
Your back and neck has been hurting. Don't you think that's
What a face. Look at the freckles. Look at the big freckle by the eye.
now that she wants to stay.
Wait. Great shot, Jennifer. What a face.
Andy.
There she is. I was going to say, she's not just going to sit up there.
Mommy, Kevin just threw a piece of garbage in the hippopotamus.
Is this fun?
I can see some
You can pet them. They just warn you that they can get rough. They don't want people picking them up.
Guess Ariel doesn't get to go swimming, huh?
She will.
Somebody adjusting the station.
wheels under them. Mandy! Don't you dare do that! Ow! Daddy, can you get my wheel? Ariel!
Jennifer, where's the water
gun, do you know?
I know you want to go in.
Look at him getting it. Hey, what about me? What's a key? Taylor, can I have one? Dairy key. No.
Eating the first dips. Okay, Dina, you're involved in this.
Think about that. It's not simple like eating.
A toast to Keith.
Look at these beautiful salads. A toast to Keith. For what?
For Keith.
When I look at this, it reminds me of you.
I love that.
Dina.
I like it eating.
Dina, do you see what Jerry's doing here?
Yeah, it's pretty close.
That's Jerry, all right?
Oh, gosh.
He's going to give us all instructions.
No, you switched me to barbecue.
You're the chef.
I think it's turned to cold cuts.
Hey, Lori. Lori, get my mom.
We've been working all morning on organizing and putting it on. She was supposed to have been on lunch, and she didn't do anything, so now she's on dinner, barbecue.
With us.
Yeah, because that starts at 3, which is great. She'll be sleeping, and we'll leave her up here with Sandra when we go down there.
It'll be later than 3, I think.
You know what?
Because if it doesn't come out to dry anything off, I can guarantee it's going to be muddy. Regular basketball court there, and regular volleyball court, and it's concrete and sand, all those areas. 4 or 5.
I would be like that.
Hop in.
We need him in the family.
Just to keep Jerry away from the food, huh? Just want to give one rip.
We don't like it.
You know, you're all on.
When I say go, here's what we're going to do. We're going to look for some candy. Where's the bags? Carrie? I'm going to tell you where to look for the candies. Where are the bags? Lynn was getting bags for each of them.
Snake! Can we look for it in the
Lynn
pool?
was getting paper bags, sandwich bags.
Hey, in the pool, peekaboo.
I'll tell you where they're going to be. Okay, everybody sit down. Including Jennifer. Jennifer, you can stand up there. What are you guys doing? Hey.
That's not Jennifer, that's Mandy.
That's Mandy. That's Mandy.
That's Sari.
That's Sari? What's this girl's name?
Mandy.
That's Mandy? Okay. Hey, Mandy, we'll look for candy. That's right. You guys ready? Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you a hint, so listen carefully.
She got some.
I know, she found the head start. Listen, I'll tell you how to do it. Stop splashing it, because I won't be able to tell you how to do it.
Yeah? Are we looking for it out there or in the pool?
That's what I'm going to tell you. None of it's in the pool, and none of it is hidden anywhere where you have to lift up anything to find it. In other words, if you walk around with your hands behind your back or holding your bag, you'll see it all. You understand what I mean? As soon as you see it, you can reach and touch it. But you can't reach and touch it until you see it. You have to hold your hands behind your back. That's good. How come he's the only one who knows how to do it? Okay, now why don't you show him? Everybody ready? Okay. Does everybody show? Let's show what they're looking for. There's 2 kinds of candies. Can I just borrow one for a minute? There's this kind of candy. See these? Anybody know what these are called?
Kisses.
You're right. Chocolate kisses. And you can hide these. Another eater. Okay, what we're going to say is we're hiding these candies, and these are the eggs. We're hiding 2 kinds of.
I have another bite here, brother.
7-year-old. No bag. Take a bag, guys.
All right, want the bag, want the bag. I got to get
Bite
this
of chocolates in these?
Take a bag. Hey, man.
Who wants a bite of chocolate in this cake? Bite? Where are all the towels? Over here on the
The last bite.
We're trying to get better dating here.
Good. Eat.
I could probably sue.
It's very good, but I want to be able to taste the others.
Then you.
Piece of it.
Talk about leaving, Mark. I want to hear you.
Here, I'll give it to you.
I want you to take a lesson of how Richard is. See how happy they are.
You just say open the bush, how do we go real in the bush?
And when Jessica shows up,
There's no more over there.
Yes, outstanding.
I know of one that was very nice.
Mommy, you know what? I got a heckle.
What'd you say?
I was laughing at you.
Yeah, no. Amanda practically stepped on it.
Another one is showing the piece of cake.
Been married 50 years.
One day, remember there was running water.
You start with that. Now, escorts up. We'll leave it for a moment.
Who said Selena?
Yeah, that was questionable. But if you're not challenging at the time.
He meant Solana.
Sausalito was questionable.
Someone in New York, Torrance.
Selena.
Got it,
Sausalito West.
Okay, Manir, you start, but escort's still in. All right, now let's do it for real. If anybody doesn't go on the snaps, they're out.
Shoulders.
Shoulder.
Did I get to pick?
I feel like no one in here. You can always talk on the set.
Smile, Amy.
Fire. I challenge fire.
Into the cold pool.
You're fired.
Into the cold pool.
Girls next.
Where's Lisa?
I would have to know.
Lisa!
Yeah.
Lisa's right over there.
Jared, Greg. What?
Lisa Camise.
I'm doing this.
Cute kid.
Okay.
Oh! I was a bridesmaid at my cousin's wedding. And they told me that one of the ushers
Shortly after
would pick me up. This was on October 31st, Halloween night. Man, a funny time to have a wedding. But anyway, when he walked in to pick me up, I thought, well, now that's the way I like a guy to look. We got there earlier. We had to have rehearsal first. And the coordinator, the woman who was spacing everybody, Lou and I stood up next to each other. And she said, no, you can't because she's short. And so she has to be with the shorter one, and you have to be with the taller girl. And Lou says, no, we want to walk in together. But you can't do that. So anyway, we of course had to come. And ceremony is going on. He's 2 ushers behind me. And all during the ceremony, he's whispering, we're gonna go out. And I'm looking. That was October 31st. I was living in Galesburg, Illinois at the time. He was living in Chicago. And those were Depression days, and you took a train, and even that was... and on April 23rd, that was about... I had gone up to Chicago a couple of times to visit, and he had come down to Galesburg. So on Friday night, he picked me up I picked picked him up at the railroad station. And as we're riding home, he takes out what looked pretty much like a dime store wedding band. How about putting this on tomorrow? Let's get married. I said, yeah. We've never gone steady or anything, no. And at that time, Depression days, a lot of people were getting married secretly because they couldn't quite afford to live together yet. But they wanted, I guess, a commitment. And so the following day, I called an attorney who was a friend of mine. And he made the arrangements for when the courthouse had closed, to have this friend of his issue a license for us. And then at 3 o'clock, he had made arrangements with a friend of his who was the judge for the ceremony. And so we were married at 3 o'clock that Saturday afternoon. And that evening, we're going into, pardon? Oh, who was the witness? 2 of my friends were witnesses, and this young man who had arranged it. And that evening we walked into the restaurant on Main Street in a small town. We walked in for dinner. And as we walk in, we walk through the bar, and there's Casey, the town drunk, also the town reporter for the Galesburg News. And I said, Casey, when you go to the courthouse on Monday, please forget something that you see there. He says, don't worry, I'll take care of that. What I didn't know was that he had walked into the next room and my brother was there. And he walks over to my brother and he says, say, Ben, your sister got married today. Well, he figured he's drunk. He didn't pay any attention. Monday morning, my mother gets a telephone call. Meantime, Lou left Sunday, went back to Chicago. And you went home? Well, sure, we were married secretly. We were not supposed to.
You didn't explain why you were married by a justice of the peace instead of a judge.
Oh, of course we were married by justice. And Monday morning, my mother gets a telephone call. Good morning, this is Miss So-and-so from the Galesburg News. We'd like some details about your daughter's wedding. And my mother said, my daughter's what? Well, my mother called my brother. My brother came home at lunchtime. He says, what's going on here? So that's how long it was a secret. And then my mother says to me, now, remember, you are not really married. You're married by a rebel. So just remember that. You are not married.
Wait a minute. What did she want you to be careful not to do?
3 guesses.
I can't think
So when Lou came to Galesburg, and he got a job selling insurance, and he was supposedly sleeping in my brother's room, and I was in my room. In the middle of the night.
No.
And one night I heard my mother get up and go to the bathroom, and I jumped out of the bed and was hiding behind the door. That's enough story. He came down to Galesburg to visit. I went to Chicago a few times to visit.
I missed the 5-month period.
And the week before we got married, I'd been down at Iowa University for homecoming.
Where?
And when they found Iowa University.
In Iowa City?
Oh, I used to go there for all their dances. And I'd been there for homecoming. And when they found out I got married, I think a lot of people were...
Counting. How long till you got married by the rabbi?
July 3rd was when we got married.
And which
How long after that was Glenmore? I I want you to know the dentist, who was a very good friend of the family, I was there one day and he says, say, it's safe now. You were there a year. She was born 1 year and 9 months after we were married.
Oh, just like exactly how long we were married when David was born.
I waited 3 years.
Was it money that caused you to wait for the rabbi's marriage? Or
Well, yeah.
And which
That's where the depression.
right.
And the one I was married in on July 3rd, and you know what's so awful?
you don't have
Now when I look pictures, my gosh, I don't even have a picture of our wedding. Not one. But Joan Crawford appeared in the movie, and everybody, did you see that dress that Joan Crawford wore in that movie? Wasn't it gorgeous? So I copied it. It was a white organdy, and all graduated ruffles. Oh, it was.
Didn't they have cameras then?
Who could afford a camera?
You could afford a dress, but not a camera.
I made it.
And Edith was making clothes at age 12, right?
Yes, I started making clothes at age 12 because I was tired of wearing my sister's hand-me-downs. I wanted something of my own that started with me.
Before mass production, that's when everybody made their own thing.
This is for not awareness sew.
And then you wore it.
Right, that's how I learned to sew. I cut out of newspaper. I cut my own
You
pattern.
mean there were newspapers though?
Yeah.
But wait, no, that's the real Lana. Remember that? The real Lana left. You're gonna be the fake one.
Right.
See,
The
the
real
real
Lana, you know,
she
sews,
knits,
she
she
like.
sews, she takes care of breakfast. This one doesn't do any of that. So, you know.
I so regret not having a single picture of our wedding.
Did you have an anniversary celebration after the wedding then? I mean, a marriage celebration?
We were married in the Lou's house, at his parents' home, and there was just my family and me. And, pardon?
How did your parents feel about it?
My dad had died when I was just 7 or 8 years old. So,
It was the first recorded case of
Don't feel bad now. It's not much like my wedding.
yeah, oh yeah, just like your wedding, that Hollywood production. Pardon?
How did your mom feel about it? Where are they going?
She liked them, accepted it. I don't know.
You're not allowed to
There was really no, why you do it, and so on.
Oh, I get this one.
She had supposed to look like a lot. I would imagine she might be mad at her dad.
Where's mine?
Pardon?
She's not mad at her being mad at love. Not you, her.
My mother madly in love with, well, she hardly really knew very little of it. It wasn't until we lived together there, in my mother's home, we lived there. Lynn was born while we were living, still living with my mother and brother and my sister Evelyn.
Who provided for you after your father died?
My brothers were,
How old were they?
well, they were very young. I think 18. Well, you forget that my mother had the 2 boys in Russia. And then my father, when it looked like he was going to have to go, you know, I don't think, maybe they were 18 and 20.
Well, but if you were 7, that's quite a bit older. When she married an older man.
And Jean was older than all.
Well, she was at that time. She was considered an old maid.
No.
And Jean was?
But Mother, Uncle Ben and Uncle Joe moved here when they were still very little because they never had an accent or anything. You say they were born in Russia,
Yeah.
but they must have been very young when they moved because they never had any kind of an accent, which generally people.
Well, you forget, Ada was 4 years older than I was.
No.
So she was 11, 12, and they were probably, I don't know, my brothers were very young, where they took on the responsibility. I was trying to remember what my father did that Joe and Ben kind of took over what he was doing. And then they went into the used car business.
And trucks, yeah.
Yeah. And then from that they had the Nash Agency when they moved to Galesburg.
But Uncle Ben was killed driving the truck.
Right. And Joe died of a heart attack. Pardon?
How did your father die?
My father, heart attack.
He was a young man.
He was about 42. He died.
His daughters were very hard on him.
Was Aunt Shirley diabetic?
Oh, yes.
At 16?
No, I don't know that she was diabetic at 16. That I don't know. But
Daddy was diabetic, Dora was diabetic, and so was,
No, but so was,
No.
So was
Isidore diabetic.
yes, except the difference with Isidore was when he was told that he was diabetic, he watched himself, he took his weight off, he stopped eating sweets, and he lived to a quite compared old age for that.
he walked a lot.
Well, he, well, I've got to tell you, no, I'm taking over all this stuff. Would you get that camera away from me, please?
Don't you want to have this recorded?
I got to tell this funny story about Isidore. He had married, do you remember this woman that he married?
Yes, who owned the motel?
Who owned this motel? Where was that? It was
In
like
Elsinore.
Elsinore, and that's where they had the hot bands, supposedly, yeah, the health bands. And she had this motel. And when we came down to visit them, they'd been married, I think, about 6 months or so. And she got me on the side, and she started complaining that she was just, all he wanted to do was have sex. And he would work himself up into such a state, she was afraid he was going to have a heart attack, because he wasn't a young man. He'd just get all worked up, and nothing would happen. But then what she was unhappy about, too, was that the women who had little bungalows there, you know, they were all after him. And they would make up excuses. He would do the fixing around the place. Little plumbing repairs and stuff like that. Right. And she said, they keep calling, they had a leak, or they had this, and they were always finding excuses to get him over into their house. And she was considerably younger than him.
Yes.
And he was about 82 when he married her, wasn't he?
No, I don't know. They didn't stay married a long time.
Did he marry again?
No.
In his 80s. How do you spell more?
Was she really upset by the fact that he would be doing all of this?
Very upset. She thought, sure, those women were making up excuses to get him over into their homes, making passes at him.
Was he a womanizer in his youth?
No, not that I know of.
Yes.
He was?
Well, I think so.
Well, I don't know.
You're looking.
I have no evidence.
What about Isidore and Dora? What was their marriage
Stop
like?
cheating.
The typical marriage of the day. No, I must say one thing more about him. That generation they never openly showed affection. There is no such thing as walking by your wife and kissing her or hugging her. And he always did that. And the first time I saw that, I thought, gee whiz. But of course, Lou was that way too. In fact, one of my friends used to, even the piano, used to call him a sex maniac. Eric Salm. But it was the first time I had seen of that generation where they obviously showed affection. He was a very affectionate man.
And he was Dora like. Or 28.
What was she like? She was a very even-natured, typical housewife of that era. Her one big interest was food.
Cooking it or?
Cooking it and eating it. I'll never forget walking in there one day and she said, oh, she just had the most wonderful lunch. A whole loaf of fresh rye bread with something or other, I don't even remember. I said, how could you do that? You're not supposed to do that. A whole loaf of bread.
It helps you how to smell
Oh, and she was just smacking her lips. Oh, such a wonderful lunch.
How do you know what number they are?
Well, did she die from diabetes?
No.
She died of the heart failure.
They correlate well, unfortunately.
What about Claire? What are your memories of Claire?
About who?
Aunt Claire. Grandmother Claire.
Well, she was the very
mother. Serena's
impractical. She was working for Max Factor. She had a very responsible position with Max Factor.
How do you know what number?
And when Lynn was born, and as I say, it was depression. And every dollar counted, and you only bought what you absolutely had to have. And what did she buy Lynn when she was born? One of these very, very fancy
Christening gown?
Christening gown.
Christening gown?
She needed a nice warm snowsuit or something like that, and she bought her this very beautiful christening gown.
Did she have the money to burn it all because of her job? I mean, did she have a better income? Or?
Oh, yes. She was earning a very good salary for that time.
But she was giving a lot of it to the parents,
Now we know
I
because
imagine
we've
so.
got names.
so she lived at home.
Right? Dad got the pen.
Did she continued that job after she married Uncle Warren?
What?
No. I thought she continued that factor after she was married Uncle Warren.
Copy?
Did Claire stay working for Max Factor?
I don't think so.
What else do you remember about her?
I think somebody else ought to take
Do you
over.
know why Claire went to college in that time?
Why?
Yes. No, it was very unusual. I don't know.
Oh.
It was very, it would be, I think, a very unusual thing for anyone,
And
but
Claire went
especially.
Yeah.
Yes,
she's
for
graduate.
3 years.
Well, so did Uncle Lou. He went to Northwestern.
But
women
He
didn't.
didn't graduate either. She didn't graduate either.
But women
Yeah.
didn't go to college back then.
Well,
Not to college like Chicago.
yeah.
Do you know why she did that? Was there anyone else? Lou didn't go to college. Was there anyone in the preceding generation who had been to college? Was that a tradition? Or was it something that she and Lou were the first in the family to go to college?
What about Aunt Shirley? Did she go to college?
I think she did. I really don't think she did.
No, I've never heard that she did.
I remember your mother as being a very glamorous, ambitious, when she had
She was the career woman.
Right, she
At
was
that
the career
time,
woman.
you know, that was
And that was an unusual position at that time in history. And, you know, I've told you before, I kind of felt like she was my Auntie Mame.
Yeah.
But I remember you always used to say, every time you went over there, she was in her house coat. She never seemed to get dressed, you always used to say.
Way back then.
She was always in her house robe.
Interesting. Then before we were
Stand
born.
over.
That was when you were living on Morris Avenue.
Gee, I didn't realize it. I mean, that was something I thought associated with later when she was more depressed.
always in her house coat. And barefoot. That's what I remember. Bed, actually.
Used to fight all the time. And I don't remember if you left at 9, then certainly Andy and Karen were already born. And yet I don't remember them at all.
Well, Karen was only 1 year old. We used to call Karen the crybaby. She would cry for everything and anything.
Like Amy.
Not a whiny cry.
Karen.
But she's saying Karen.
Let the record show.
Yeah, let the record show it was not Andy. No, Karen went to Jessica.
Very quiet.
Oh, you'll see.
I know, but from watching Albany, I What happened to Beautiful Hat?
She'll be here soon.
I think she should probably have a little. That's all right.
Lisa?
She definitely deserves it. She's sitting on the chair. Lori and Jerry and I think we're sitting on the chair.
Open.
Happy birthday, dude.
Do I get a kiss there? Well, come on. Wait.
So they rerouted.
And I almost wonder, I said, no, let's go around the back. And Jeff says, no, he likes the front door. He wants to be a guest.
Good thing for Jeff.
Did she tell you why she's not away?
I don't know. At least you could have told me to get dressed up.
She's always
Why did you tell me to get dressed up?
You look wonderful. Edith, you look wonderful.
Don't worry. You always look cute.
Happy birthday,
You're getting to the end here, boy.
Only you got dressed up.
Sorry, Steve. Thanks.
Let me get dressed today. My birthday's been a Polish wedding.
You're late.
You're late.
Yes. Where you been? I've been waiting for you.
Do you know we couldn't get on the expressway? They had an accident and they rooted us.
Yeah.
We get to college, we couldn't get out. What?